Hello, I'm Gareth McLearnon. I'm the European Artist in Residence for the William S. Haynes Company, the oldest continually manufacturing flute company in the world. And they're making alto flutes as well. For many years, custom handmade alto flutes. And then, I confess, the guy who made the custom alto flutes, he retired. And so they stopped making handmade alto flutes, which was a loss to the flute world, but also provided the opportunity for us to use the resources within the Haynes family to make a more affordable, a sort of student intermediate sort of level alto. And I sort of hesitating there between student and intermediate because actually I play one as a professional. It's my day-to-day alto. It's the one that I use in film sessions and computer game sessions all day long, and the reason I do that is because it plays fantastically. What we have here is all silver plated on this particular model. This is a 570 model, which is all silver plated with a solid silver embouchure, but everything else is silver plated. It's standard student setup, standard student specification, but it plays like something else. It really plays fantastically. It's got this range of colour and chunkiness and real beefiness in the bottom, which is really what you want in an alto flute. So many times you can come across instruments that are very mellow, they're very hollow, they don't really have that sort of beef and that chunk. This is what this has got tons of. It gives you such great response. You've got immediate response in terms of dynamics and colours. You can change really in an instant. So it's that drew me to this, in the first place, and it's what has continued. I picked this flute up for the first time today, without hesitation. I knew I was able to pick up this flute and play it, and I would happily go and play a concert or a recording session on this flute immediately. The consistency is fantastic. The scale is superb. With alto flutes, there's a compromise. There is a compromise. The bottom is going to be strong or the top is going to be strong. You can't really have one that does both. So if the top is very easy to speak, the bottom is going to be weaker. I am definitely a fan of a stronger, more solid bottom register, because that's what this flute is for. It's a low flute, and we want to really take advantage of that. So I love this quite aggressive head joint cut that we've got here that gives you a very chunky response and gives you a really solid tone. You'll notice this is a straight head joint, but what we can do is we have, as if by magic, a curved head joint also. Due to the fact that the alto flute is a third longer than the regular flute, we've all seen little kids not quite being able to reach on their regular flute, and so people are different shapes and sizes. With a longer flute, sometimes we need to have a curved head joint to make that physical distance easier. But I can talk a little bit about how the best to set up a curved head joint, because not everyone knows where to put this. This is my personal preference. I have reasons for it. People sometimes will have it set up almost on a vertical level, so it's like this. I don't like this at all. People also have this sometimes as a horizontal level like that. I don't like that either. I like in the middle. So basically here, if we think this is 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I like to set this up at about 10 o'clock. It gives a nice stability. It gives you the ability to be able to push behind the instrument as well, and gives you a nice solid playing position. Both head joints are fantastic cuts. To be honest, I wasn't a big fan of the curved head joint before, and I tried this one today. I thought, oh, it's been made better. It's really good. So I can now happily endorse both the head joint cuts. Personal preference is going to be the straight head joint for me, but then I'm kind of bigger guy. If you're not able to reach, you're going to be perfectly happy with this one as well. This is available with 2 models. Actually, let me just make it easier. There we are. So we have the 570 and the 670. Very simple. 570 silver plated throughout with the silver embouchure. 670 solid silver head joint. And you have the options of having straight head, just, or curved head, just, or curved and straight head. You can have both in specially designed cases as well. So if you have been thinking about an alto flute, to be honest, even if you haven't been thinking about an alto flute, I would recommend giving these a go. They are priced extremely competitively, surprisingly so. So I really recommend coming along, having a try, and seeing what you think. So I will say happy alto fluting.